Once upon a time, in the afterlife, John F. Kennedy and Lee Harvey Oswald found themselves residing in the same place, heaven. JFK had always been a light-hearted and jovial person, even in death, and so he took it upon himself to play pranks on his assassin for all eternity as payback for what he had done. At first, Oswald was taken aback by JFK's actions. He was confused and didn't understand why the former president was playing pranks on him. But as time went on, he began to see the humor in it all and even found himself looking forward to JFK's next prank. One of JFK's favorite pranks was to sneak up behind Oswald and tap him on the shoulder, only to disappear when Oswald turned around. This never failed to make Oswald jump, and he would always look around in confusion, trying to figure out where JFK had gone. Another time, JFK created a mirage of a giant bucket of water suspended above Oswald's head. Just as Oswald was about to walk under it, JFK would disappear the bucket, leaving Oswald bewildered and soaked to the skin. JFK decided to take things to the next level. He approached the gates of heaven and convinced Saint Peter to allow him to borrow the keys to the pearly gates. JFK then snuck up behind Oswald and locked him out of heaven, pretending that Oswald had been banished for all eternity. Oswald was beside himself with worry and despair until JFK finally revealed that it was all just a joke and handed back the keys with a chuckle. One day, JFK decided to play a particularly elaborate prank on Oswald. He asked the angels to help him set up a fake trial, with himself as the judge and Oswald as the defendant. JFK claimed that Oswald was being charged with the crime of assassination and that the penalty was banishment from heaven. Oswald was horrified. He had always feared that he would be punished for his actions, and now it seemed like that fear was becoming a reality. JFK, with a straight face, began the trial, presenting evidence and making a case against Oswald. The angels played along, acting as witnesses and jurors. As the trial went on, Oswald grew more and more nervous. He was sure that this was it, that he was going to be banished from heaven for all eternity. But just as JFK was about to deliver his verdict, he suddenly burst out laughing and declared that it had all been a joke. The angels and Oswald were relieved, and everyone had a good laugh at Oswald's expense. But the joke was on JFK, as Oswald decided to get his revenge. He teamed up with the angels and they spent the next few days planning the ultimate prank on JFK. The day finally arrived and JFK was taken aback as he walked into heaven and was met with an entire choir of angels singing "Happy Birthday" to him. Confetti and balloons rained down from the sky and a huge birthday cake appeared out of nowhere. JFK was momentarily stunned, but then he realized that this was Oswald's prank. He burst out laughing and thanked Oswald for the birthday surprise. From that day on, JFK and Oswald were known as the pranksters of heaven, constantly trying to one-up each other with their jokes and pranks. They brought laughter and joy to all of the residents of heaven, and their friendship only grew stronger with each passing day. And so, JFK and Oswald spent eternity together, playing pranks and making each other laugh, proving that even in death, it's possible to forgive and find happiness.